So I take it that by now we have all seen the finale of Game of Thrones. I put a spoiler warning up just in case you haven't, but we all now know that the person to sit on the Iron Throne is Bran the Broken. Even though technically there's no throne yet, but who cares? The throne is just a symbol of power, and that system of power still exists, which makes melting the throne actually a pointless irrelevance anyway, so it doesn't actually mean anything because nothing was ultimately changed. But we have a cripple boy as king now. A boy who at no point in his story arc was it ever indicated that he had any interest in the throne or that he was foreshadowed to be the king. I know because I rewatched all of Bran's scenes trying to see if there was some kind of hint. No, there wasn't. There was plenty of hints that he is the one who's going to destroy the Night King, which in a weird, indirect, very vaguely defined kind of way he did. But any kind of foreshadowing of him being the king, no sign of that. But enough about complaining about Game of Thrones. I've done that in plenty of other videos. Here I want to give you my pitch as to why I think Sir Davos should have been the one that everybody chose in that final episode to be the king. Sir Davos, the Onion Knight, is the king that Westeros deserves and the one it needs right now. And the reason is because, as Tyrion correctly pointed out, the king is not just a guy who passes laws, because the majority of the time he doesn't pass laws. It's the small council or the people around him that actually do the actual governing. The king is also like a symbol. He's something that represents what Westeros is, and he is what Westeros needs him to be. It's not so much the guy, it's what the guy represents and what people believe the guy is. And this story of Bran the Broken that Tyrion thinks is going to be so inspiring to Westeros, I don't think is going to be very inspiring. And I certainly don't think it's what Westeros needs at the moment. With all the chaos that Westeros has gone through, the kind of king that Westeros needs right now is a Sir Davos. Look at Sir Davos. He's kind of like everyone's dad. That's what he's like. He's like, look at him. He's like a big, cuddly teddy bear. You just want to give him a big hug. He's like everyone's dad. That's what Westeros needs. It needs a big, cuddly teddy bear of a dad who's just going to hug Westeros and say, don't worry, son, everything's going to be all right. And Sir Davos is just that guy. He's the kind of king that common people can get behind because, come on, there's nothing upper class and toffee and noble about him. He's a common working man, so the commoners are going to like him, but he also knows how to deal with other nobles. He's worked in those circles. I mean, even the Iron Bank likes him. That's very important too. You got to have money to run a kingdom. Now, I know that Sir Davos might not be the most charismatic leader, but I think Westeros has had enough of charismatic leaders over all of these War of the Five Kings. We're done with charismatic leaders. Don't need any more charisma. Charismatic leaders have a way of burning the world down with their charisma. We've had enough of that. Don't need any more charisma. We just need a bland, nice, good man, a normal man who can be Westeros's dad. Sir Davos is the king that Westeros needs, not some weird robot in a wheelchair that has such a wide view of history that he doesn't even care about individuals. And also, because if Bran is now king, that kind of implies that he allowed everyone in King's Landing to be burned just so he could be king, which is kind of really evil. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you think Sir Davos is the king that Westeros need and the ones it deserves? Let me know. I am Bandit, this is Bandit Incorporated. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the comments.